Greg Klote from Halvorsen Klote Davis. Today we're looking at the forms insurance companies send you. What do they actually mean and which ones not to sign without an attorney? The insurance company is going to send you lots of paperwork, lots of it. Some of it is fine, some of it is a trap. Let me explain to you which ones to look for and what they mean. Form 1, the medical release or HIPAA authorization. This is a form they typically send out early on. They say it's needed to process your case. It's there to request your medical records for the case. Here's the catch. These forms are written extremely broad, meaning that the form actually allows them to request all your medical records, not necessarily the ones that are related to this case. So they could potentially see private health information, things from 10, 20, 30 years ago that aren't related, and this is what these forms allow. Why do they want that? Well, they're fishing. What they want to do is look back and see if there was any mention ever of anything. Let's say 20 years ago, you complained of some back pain after moving into your apartment, but it went away in a month and you've never complained about it since. They're looking for that information to say, wait a minute, they have back pain before. Couldn't have been from this accident. On these HIPAA authorizations, have an attorney take a look at it. Attorneys never send them blank HIPAA authorizations. They are limited in time and scope. If we do, typically an attorney is going to get all the records for you and send the records to the insurance company. They don't need to have a blanket authorization to all your medical history forever. The property damage release. Typically these are fine, and typically we allow clients to sign these all the time. But you got to make sure that it only includes the property damage. Doesn't that they're including bodily injury or anything else, okay? So take a fine look at these property damage releases. You want to look for phrases like this only includes property damage or this release handles the property damage of your claim. Make sure that bodily injury or other items are not included in that release. The property damage release typically is something that happens earlier on in the case, okay? If they accept liability, they will look at your car, whether it's totaled or how much damage it needs, and then once you come to an agreement, they will send this to you so they can resolve the damage. The bodily injury release is the next one. This is a big one. Always check this and see what they're sending you. Here's what they like to do. Early on in the case, make an early offer, send the release out, say we can get you payment quick, but take a look. Is it the true value of your case? For example, recently we had someone call us and say that they had offered them $1,500 up front. This did not include continuing medical care. This did not include any future care, and their past medical bills were more than this. We've had someone else call and say they signed a release, but they didn't know what they were signing. Unfortunately, this is not an excuse. Once you sign and send it back to them, you've agreed to that amount. So make sure you know what you're signing, and if you don't, contact an attorney as soon as possible. Other forms you might receive are lien letters. These could be from medical providers like hospitals, radiology, physicians' bills. This could be from your insurance because they have a subrogation claim on your injury accident. This could be from Medicare or Medicaid. Pay attention to these letters. You are required to pay back lien holders. The rules are different for each lien holder. This is complicated. This is why you want to keep these letters and ask an attorney. Typically, liens can be adjusted, negotiated, reduced. There's formulas for different types of liens. Attorneys know this, and they will make sure that they can maximize your compensation. Couple quick rules. If it has the word release in it, get a lawyer. If you're giving up all your medical history, definitely get a lawyer. And if it has a money amount and says release, definitely call a lawyer. Remember, accidents happen, we can help. Halvorsen Klote Davis.